Good evening, you degenerates. What's going on, guys? All right, let's have a look at JASMY before we end the day. $1.17 billion market cap, guys. It's nice to see it healthy and with a healthy cushion above $1 billion market cap. It's nice to see that, right? Even on the day in terms of market cap ranking, 88. 2 cents 425 right now, 250.38 million in volume. I love to see that as well. It's up 11.4% on the week. Does it feel, I know I said this morning, but does it feel like JASMY's up 40.4% on the month? Not really, right? But it is. Down 5% on the day. Swift is having its breakout. Just a little side note, guys. Swift has begun its melt-up phase in the initial stages. I know that XCN is as well, but Swift, it's Swift's day to shine today, so you love to see that as well. Let's go over to the JASMY chart and have a look at what's going on, shall we? All right, so we've closed 2 days in a row above the 200-day SMA at 2 cents 373. We needed to continue to close above there for bullish continuation, and we did. We have slightly green candle right now. We'll see where this goes, guys. It could wick down below the 200-day SMA here, but I mean, it'll probably come back up if it does. I would like to see us come back up and retest this level of resistance up around that 2 cents 65 level. Let's get through there. What I want to see is I want to see a breakthrough here, a candle close above here on the daily, and then a retest before continuing up to the next resistance level at 3 cents. That would be your next level of resistance once we get through here. So that's what I'm looking for on the daily time frame, guys. Let's go have a brief look over at the weekly. So we had a healthy close on the weekly as well, guys, well above the 30-day SMA, which was a significant level of resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for 7 weeks while it was below. So very, very significant that we broke out of there and we closed above there, guys. We're sitting on it right now as support. Where we close this candle, well, we have a long way to go before we know that, right? So we'll see what happens. But either way, guys, things look very good for JASMY, in my opinion. Going over to Bitcoin's chart, guys, we had a close down below this little support / resistance level. We're sitting at using it as resistance right now. So we closed at about $92,980. But you may think that sucks, but really it doesn't, guys. What we're doing, if you notice a pattern here, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. We are setting yet another higher low, preparing for bullish continuation to the upside. Now, this, again, guys, as I always say, this is going to take a little while. Could take a couple of weeks to break through this resistance level here. There is a massive sell wall here. But in the long run, Bitcoin most definitely will get through there, in my humble opinion. So, holding on to that, guys, we got some massive news coming out of Japan. Check this out. So $140 billion in stimulus approved in Japan. Japan's monetary government signed off Friday on a $140 billion stimulus drive aimed at putting more money in consumers' pockets after the ruling party's worst election result in 15 years. The package, worth 21.9 trillion yen, or $141.8 billion, includes handouts of around 30,000 yen for low-income households, fuel and energy subsidies, and assistance to small businesses, according to the government. Let's go and have a look, shall we? Let's get all the greasy details. Japan government approves 140 billion stimulus. So Japan's minority government signed off Friday on a $140 billion stimulus drive aimed at putting more money in consumers' pockets after the ruling party's worst election in 15 years. So I read this part initially, so we'll come down here. The overall business impact was expected to be 39 trillion yen. To enhance the vitality of Japan as a whole, we will strengthen the growth of national and regional economies and raise wages for all people of all generations. Top government spokesman, I always butcher these Japanese names, so I apologize. Hayashi told reporters, to pay for the package, the second in as many years, the government will table a supplementary budget by the end of the year in the lower house. But views about the move among people on the street were mixed. Voter Kashiriro, 63, accused politicians of making whatever decisions they want without listening to the voices of us ordinary citizens. Authorities should think carefully about why they need more tax revenue or how they can reduce wasteful spending before making decisions on budgets, he told AFP in Tokyo. And Hasaki Sato, 46, wanted more help from the middle class, adding, we now live in an age when not only low-income households, but middle-income families are in need of more stimulus measures. The middle class is home to many people who are contributing directly to the economy, so I want the government to cherish them as well. The debt mountain. To win enough lawmaker support, Ishiba agreed to include the lifting of an income tax threshold, pushing the opposition Democratic Party for the People, DPP. The smaller party says this will ease labor shortages and boost consumer spending by encouraging part-time staff to work longer hours and earn more. But critics worry that this will reduce tax revenues by trillions of yen and increase Japan's huge debt pile, which equates to more than 200% of gross domestic product. With the Bank of Japan expected to keep hiking interest rates, this debt mountain will also cost more and more. SMBC Nikko Securities economist Yoishima Murama said, tax cuts must be accompanied by a paramount source of revenue to fill the gap, she wrote in a research note. Ashiba, 67, has promised to revitalize depressed rural regions and to address the quiet emergency of Japan's shrinking population with measures to support families such as flexible working hours. Going forward, businesses worry that the need to curry favor with opposition parties means Ashiba will avoid reforms needed to improve Japan's competitiveness. There are also concerns that the government may pressure the Bank of Japan to go slow and raise interest rates, even if this leads to a weaker yen. So I'll leave the last bit out, guys. The point of the matter is they are doing another round of stimulus in Japan, $140 billion or 21.9 trillion yen pouring into the Japanese economy, guys. And where is a big chunk of that money going whenever money gets printed off in these countries? Yes, that is right. It goes into crypto, Bitcoin, and I might add, JASMY being the only legally regulated crypto in Japan. But I'm not done there, guys. I got the fries that'll cross your eyes. Okay, we got more because we got to check in with friend of the channel, Neo-san, Neo-Xtrix. Neo says, JASMY is far too big to fail. How could JASMY fail to establish itself in a world where its leaders embody excellence in their respective fields? This question seems almost absurd when we examine the depths of the careers and talents of its founding members and their collective vision. These leaders share a common vision to the future, a vision that during their time at Sony shaped Japan and the world at large. Ando, former president and COO of Sony, whose experience in strategic leadership and operational management left a mark on the company's history, Ondo embodies a bold vision of digital transformation, bringing his experience in innovation to JASMY to guide the project to where it needs to go with unwavering conviction. Sato, a Sony played at Sony, played a key role in integrating IT networks into Sony flagship products. Positioning the company as a global technology leader, he developed an unparalleled understanding of the interactions between network infrastructures and user experience. The expertise he now applies to JASMY's IoT vision. His philosophy is based on a strong conviction every individual must own their data, and IoT must be aligned with respect and privacy protection. Murata, a brilliant engineer and graduate of Sony's Academy, made history by contributing to the creation of the VCR and the Trinitron TV, two revolutions in the world of consumer electronics. Murata is now a technical strategist for JASMY, bringing a rare depth of technological knowledge coupled with the ability to anticipate future technological standards. His mantra is simple: technology must inspire awe while remaining accessible. Hagawara, a passionate software designer, has devoted his career to designing reliable, elegant, and functional tools. At JASMY, he works at the frontier between innovation and stability, creating systems capable of handling the complex needs of modern businesses while adapting to user expectations. Kakinuma, on the other hand, is a virtuoso of finance. After revolutionizing banking services at SoftBank, he brings to JASMY, a rigorous and innovative economic vision, ensuring that the financial foundations of the project are as robust as its technologies. For him, technology without a sustainable economic model is merely an ephemeral idea. Okay, these leaders are not alone. They rely on the national army of experts in engineering, software development, and blockchain, all united under the same banner. Changing the world, each of these Japanese soldiers of the technological revolution is trained to realize a common vision that of a secure internet for society on the brink of a new era, the Web3 era. It's not just a project, it's a bold vision embodied by pioneers and builders. It's not merely a technology, but a promise of a future where progress rhymes with ethics. At the crossroads of imagination and expertise, they're shaping a world where technologies liberate rather than oppress. By combining their skills in networks, finance, and engineering and design, these leaders embody a perfect balance between vision and execution. With such a coalition of talent and such a clear vision, failure does not seem to be an option. Their determination and expertise are guarantees that this venture will change the course of technological history. This is why JASMY is too big to fail, my friends. Do me a favor. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Guys, if you want to get the maximum amount of profit you can out of this altcoin season, you have to make sure that you have a solid exit strategy and profit-taking plan in place. You need your exit price points set. You need to know where liquidity is going to be in the market so that your sell orders fill. You need to know how to identify whether you are in an altcoin season and when you're not. Right now, I took a poll yesterday, and right now, 28% of the people who participated in the poll, of hundreds of people, are under the impression that we are currently in an altcoin season. Now, what this tells me is that there are 28% of the people who took the poll are going to sell their crypto way too early and miss out on a lot of profits. Guys, we are not in an altcoin season right now. We are close to one. We're in what's called a melt-up phase. If you need someone to hold your hand, if you need to be part of a community that's going to hold your hand through this altcoin season and help you make sure that you make the maximum amount of profits that you can, then join the Patreon. The link is down below. We have everyone from seasoned veterans to beginners in our community. It's a massive community. We do live group Zoom calls every single day where we all get together and we discuss these things, from profit taking to exit strategies, to what exchanges to use, to how to transfer money from your exchanges back over to your bank accounts, how to be proactive with your bank so they don't freeze your assets, red flagging 6-digit profits coming from exchanges, how to compound your gains, rolling profits from one project to another to 10, 20, to 5, 10x, stuff like that. Passive income, DeFi staking, operating nodes, taxes and tax implications, the macroeconomic situations and how they may affect the bull run. All this and more, guys. You get all of this help. All of this help. Do not try to do this alone. This is not a lone wolf asset class, especially if you are emotional or you have trouble mentally, emotionally figuring things out. Get over to the Patreon. The link is down below. We're there to help you join our community. You can schedule one-on-one coaching sessions with me as well. So we hope to see you over there, guys. Once again, the link is in the description. Click like if you liked the video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I will see you guys tomorrow.